YTPC, Mark VV, the Castello Codger, coming at you via the virtual airways of YouTube to say hello, YouTube pipe smoking community. How are you doing today? I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well as well. Hope you're doing as well. I'm going to keep that intro until I have clear signs that Padre Jesus is coming back. Is that blasphemous? I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it is a little bit. Sorry. Still waiting on the savior of the YTPs. Drinking some coffee, smoking a little. It's gone up now, but it's a little Gatlinburlier from the Gatlinburlier in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. We went there last week to Gatlinburg, and that was a fun trip. Mostly because I did get to spend a little time in Gatlinburlier, and hang out with Father Richard, who's an Orthodox priest. And so it was real fun to sit down with him and smoke a cigar. And I didn't smoke a pipe, smoked a cigar. So I guess maybe I am a blasphemer. I don't know. But we had a lovely conversation. I got to, I went with the family, so they had me, my wife, both kids. We went to the mountains, ate a lot of really good food. That's most of what we did was ate food. And I got my afternoon at the Gatlinburlier, so that was nice. Again, I sat down with Father Richard and smoked a cigar with him. And that was kind of the highlight of my trip, really, because I'd never really sat down with him before and had a conversation. I've met him a few times in years past, but never really sat down and actually talked with him at any great length. And he's been around in the YTPC a little bit as of late with Parsimonious Piper does a little thing with him, and Father Alan, Dr. Alan Father Alan Harrelson. Dr. Alan Harrelson, the Pipe Cottage. I can't talk today, apparently. I'm always flubbing up on something. Anyway, I think he's called the Dread Tiger. I don't know the inspiration for that name. I'm sure there's something, but I didn't ask him about it. I guess I coulda, shoulda, woulda. But I wanted to come in here and make a little bit of not a long video, but relatively short about what's going on, what's been going on, what's coming up. I know I had said previously in my last video that I was going to be doing a review, which that is in the docket, but it's been interrupted a little bit, particularly with the trip to Gatlinburg and all this work and school and the school year, and it's been kind of a hectic 2 months, I guess, if you will. And so that's still on my to-do ASAP list. However, it was broken up a little bit unexpectedly I got a new tobacco in the mail from Smoking Pipes, and it was one that I did not expect the presentation to be so compelling. I'm not one to buy something because it looks good. I mean, you should, like pipes, aesthetically pleasing pipes, you should enjoy the pipe you're smoking, and hopefully part of that is the aesthetics, right? But you certainly don't want to buy a lump of coal either. You want to buy a nice, pretty pipe that doesn't smoke worth a damn. So it's got to have something else with it, right? So far be it for me to say you should buy it because it looks good. Well, this one looked really cool, and I was like, presentation matters, like a big deal. And when I saw these, I said, well, I'm gonna buy 10. They have 3 of them. I bought 2 of there's 3 varieties. One's a Turkish Oriental, and the other 2 are Latakia, like heavy, like a light and a heavy Latakia blend. I think one is like 20% Latakia, one's 40% Latakia, and you probably know what I'm talking about if you've been paying attention at all to anything that's been coming out. But that is Pesse Canoe. Now, Pesse Canoe is I believe, is it all Turkish? Well, it's blended and packed in Turkey, so, and it's sold by Ladisi. So I don't know if they source their tobacco outside of Turkey. I'm assuming they do, but the entire recipe and packaging process comes out of Turkey. And I love this tin. It's metal. This is a little, I mean, maybe a little busy, but it's very simplistic. And what it reminds me of, and why I kind of like, it's small, compact, but it reminds me a little bit of like a Penzance tin, right? I don't know. I think this just looks cool. It looks nice. It looks like it's going to be good. And I believe they're flakes. Yeah. So I'm going to do these. I actually didn't buy the 40%, but I ended up buying it after I got these in the mail. And I said, you know what? These are really nice. I'm going to buy the 40%. So I did. It's coming. So I'm going to start off with probably the 20, and then do the Turkish Oriental, and then do the 40. So, and then we'll go back to our intended Cornell and Deal. I think I was going to do Founding Fathers. I think that was the one I was going to do. I think it's a pomegranate flavor. So that's coming. Probably within the next week, I think, is when my aim. I know I say I'm going to be doing something very soon. I mean, it's weather dependent, time dependent. If it's termite season. Sorry, I know this is shaking a lot. It's termite season in here, so doing a video at night, not always the easiest thing to do. Between the termites and the June bugs and also all sorts of little critters that come out at night in southern Louisiana, sitting outside for long periods of time doing a video is not necessarily the most entertaining or enjoyable experience, because you got things flying at you. And there the chimes go. And I think last but not least, the Purge, if you remember. I need to set this table up a little differently. Every time I touch it, it just shakes. The Purge was very successful. The pipes I sent, smoking pipes, I did get quite a bit of capital back, which was very, very nice. And the ones I sold, again, also netted me a good profit. So thank you for everybody that bought something from me. I did say that there potentially would be another Purge. And there will be one. The next video I do is going to be the last of the pipes that I'm going to be giving away, or not giving away, but sending the smoking pipes. And I'll offer them here first, because I can probably get better value from a private buyer than smoking pipes will give me. So we're going to do that real soon. I don't think it's a whole lot of, I think it's maybe 10 pipes. But fair warning, they are expensive pipes. So there's not going to be any $50 deals in this one. I swear it's not. I would like to, but I can't afford to let these go for bargain bin prices. Yeah, no. Like Castellos, Ardors, that kind of thing. So we'll do one more Purge, and that'll be it. I went back through my whole pipe collection. I found a few things that were redundant, meaning I had a pipe that looked almost exactly alike, and I was like, I'll make two of these. So those, and there were some ones that I just decided I'm probably not going to smoke ever, so let's get rid of these. Let's do another Purge. Let's call this the end of the Purge. The end of the Purge. So that will be coming up very soon. I may even record it today. If I have time. I have doctor's appointments and stuff like that to go to this afternoon. So if time allows, I will do the last Purge video, or it will be tonight, and maybe I'll do it from inside. don't know, because I don't need to be smoking while I'm doing it. Like, it's hard enough for me to sit here and talk and smoke with nothing else to do, much less look through some pipes and show them on camera. So that's coming really soon, and that's all I have. That's really it. 10 minutes. I knew this would be kind of a rambly, chaotic video, but that's okay. Most of my stuff is unplanned, and hopefully I can get Padre on here very soon. I know I said that he was coming back, and we talk about it. We're like, we need to get you. He was supposed to record a video of like, hey, directing traffic to my channel, but of course I've not recorded anything either. So neither one of us have been very. It's a little warm outside, but neither one of us have been. I don't want to say motivated, but just having the time to do what we want to do. So yeah, it's a little warm outside. Southern Louisiana in June, a little sweaty, not crazy hot, but not real comfortable either. So Gatlinburg was nice. That was like 70 degrees, 40 degrees in the mountains. We went to Clingman's Dome, which has been renamed to Kawohe, which is the Cherokee name. I think it was officially changed last year. So no longer Clingman's Dome, but it is the highest peak in the Smokies at, I think, 6,643, if I remember correctly. That sounds about right. 6,643 feet specifically. So if you've never been to the Gatlinburlier and you live like in the area, you're doing yourself a disservice by not. It is a great little shop. Gatlinburg in general is just fun to go to because there's a whole lot of things to see and do, and a lot of gift stores and stuff like that you can buy some pretty cool stuff in. The least of which is the Gatlinburlier. For a pipe smoker, this is like the country squire. Like, you need to go to it. So, at one point in your pipe smoking career journey, the Gatlinburlier should be on your bucket list, especially soon. I don't want to say anything, prophetic, but Father Richard's getting kind of up there in age, and he's physically, he's got some ailments and things going on. So I hope he's around for a long time. He's a sweet, dear person. You should go see him as soon as you can, because he's a wealth of knowledge, and he's a fun conversationalist. He's funny. I can't talk enough good about that guy. So I kind of want to get back up there ASAP. I don't know if it's going to be anytime soon. But it was a really, really, if you can't tell, it was a special conversation. It was a special time. So I hope I get to see him again in the near future. Anyway, that's all I got. I'm going to end it here because it's almost 14 minutes, and I don't want to make this a 20-minute video. I was trying to keep it under 10, but I can be talkative when I want to be. And I'm getting texts from Padre, so, I gotta answer those. So yeah, be looking up for the Purge, the final Purge video. That will be it. I've looked through my collection like multiple times now, and I cannot find a single extra pipe that I want to get rid of. There are a few that I'm on the fence about, and I don't know if I'm going to include them in the Purge yet, but I probably won't for very specific reasons. So the ones that I have in there now are definitely not coming out. They are definitely being purged, and they are going to be sent to smoking pipes if nobody buys them. So that's it. That's all I got. Have a good afternoon.